Because I forgot I was doing it from scratch. And I was writing over another character sheet.
Oh, you
Alright.
lost your sheet or
That's
something?
just a long story short.
Hmm.
It's a long story. Can you make it short?
I did.
You made it short by not talking about it.
No, he finished it.
Yeah, you just silenced it, to be honest. Either way, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm just checking on to see if the video is currently streaming or not. The thing says it is, so I want to take its opinion, but I want to make sure it's going to the right space. So we'll see how that goes. And other than that, could I get a level 20 or bust from everybody involved?
Level 20 or bust.
Level 20 or bust!
Level
Level
Come on,
20
say
20
it
or
already.
bust.
bust.
There
Level
you go.
20 or
Okay,
bust.
we're not very in time in that.
Well, alright, on three. One, two, three.
Level
Level
20 or
20 or
Level
bust.
bust.
20 or bust.
20 or bust.
Getting there.
There
Bust,
you go. We're getting
oh,
there.
Buster 20.
Buster 20s. Oh, dear. But either way, welcome to the show. Last time when we played, the crew actually successfully did one of the three puzzles. They hurt each other along the way, but that's kind of expected. By the time they reached the end of this one, they made a bunch of interesting discoveries. Uh, Even so, they want to take a short rest before they continue on to the second. But they made a contact with someone new at a time when they're supposed to be effectively by themselves. A dwarvish figure with an orange beard, light brown skin, and a cap kind of emblazoned around his head. It seems to be made of some form of fabric with green eyes and shoulder straps. They seem to be fixing something in their bags, and as soon as you enter the room, they take notice. The first few to enter the room are Waithal and Tayaho.
All right.
Oh yes, oh yes indeed. Um, who are you?
Name's Tayao. How you doing?
Why I thought greetings.
Why oh indeed. Um, what are you doing in the Infinity Dungeon?
We were told to come in.
Uh,
Test for the guild.
who out of curiosity?
Tiefling guy. Big horns, kind of loud. Gave a bunch of orders.
Crossguard?
Yes, I can tell you're probably here for Crossguard, and I'm just making sure that we're on the same page. Next question. Do you mean harm?
Mm, nah,
We were told there would be no combat.
Okay, so we're
I'm
on that.
here for
Are we
the
on? Okay,
adventure.
so we're on the same level then. Okay, understood, understood, understood. I'll be out of your hair soon. Don't worry. I also mean no harm.
Do they send people in here to fight you?
I hope not. I built this for well. People can use this for training reasons and sparring and such. I didn't build it necessarily for the intent of more reasons than not. It really was just an attempt, and it came out this way. Either way, does not matter. You know what? I got this one off on the wrong foot. My name is Chester. Alexandrite. Um, some others call me Alabaster, but in other cases, that's my name. Who
Ah,
are you?
cool.
Nice.
Nice to meet you. Alabaster, right?
That's what my allies and friends call me, yes.
Okay. Huh. Well,
Mr.
I'm Tayao. I'm here with this one, and we're solving puzzles in a magical ruin thing. I like it here. It's different than the sea, but it's nice. Tests the brain instead of the muscles.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying my little creation. It's good to receive positive. Uh, I want to say that criticism, but I don't think that's where you meant. But regardless,
Feedback
no,
is feedback, man.
maybe. But either way, who are the rest of you? Well, okay, so there's this person over here. Like, there's two human-looking folk over here. No, not judging, no judging. And then you'll have Giant Turtle Man. He's the nicest one out of the group because he's the one introducing himself and all that and all things and such. There's a dragonborn made of crystallite or some form of mineral material over there in the back. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, a third human folk over there, female, possibly. Don't want to judge. And then there is wait a minute. Wait a minute. Short
What's
frame,
behind her?
stock muscles. Who's the one in the helmet? Who's the one in all that armor?
Punching bag.
I
Okay.
kind of stare over.
Yeah, he's looking at Solomon.
Someone's just eating a sandwich.
We're both in heavy armor, which is funny.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
did
he's
you
talking
say?
about. He distinctly said the one in the helmet, and he's the only
Yeah.
one, as
Did
far as my knowledge, is wearing a helmet currently.
True.
Solomon, did you sneak that out of the kitchen?
That's a possibility.
Okay.
Name Solomon. What's up?
Fascinating, fascinating. Do you belong to a dwarvish colony at all?
Not anymore.
You seem very far from home, brother. I'm assuming that you are in some place traveling. Is this for work?
Yeah, just trying to join Crossguard. They have good benefits.
Okay, fair game, fair game. I haven't talked to them in quite a while. Um, but yes, please. If you don't have to share your names, but I'm just going through, making sure. Just so you know, brother, my name, Chester Alexandrite.
Solomon Hughes.
Also, by the way, that just brings up our other conversation we had before the camera started. That's where Hughes came into play. We kept trying to find out certain people's names, and then Hughes came up.
Okay.
But regardless, yeah. But you guys look a little tired from your endeavors. You guys can sit down if you
Oh.
wish.
I was about to introduce. Name Strider the gun.
Nice to meet you.
I look for some sort of thing like a couch or a sitting space of some sort, like an edge of a fountain or something like that.
As far as you understand, this room, still made of marble, is the beginning area that you were there before, with some subtle differences. There are benches aligning the walls, and instead of three doors, there are only two. Instead of last time, both with their varying symbols with the star and the wheel. Um, your buddy is in between the two doors, fiddling with his pack, and you see a bunch of what seems to be like little gems, sculpting material, some cogs, and among other things, you see a dagger in there. He's not really trying to hide what is in the bag, or at least not making any attempt to do so.
Interesting. What you got in there?
My tools of the trade.
Okay. What the trade?
I am an artificer.
Ah, Jamaica.
I am, in fact, a maker, a forger,
Uh,
sculptor,
that you make.
architect. I
That
am an
you.
architect.
Ah, you make the buildings, Mr. Maker.
Of course. I made the build. I am
I
made
see.
the area you're standing in right now.
You made this here, the
Yeah,
whole thing.
whole thing, whole thing.
Nice man.
Yes, Iceman.
Mm.
Regardless,
But why you make this big thing?
well, it was under commission of the adventuring guild known as Crossguard. Back when they used to be an adventuring party, it was built for all intents and purposes to be a training area between people. It can't create constructs or anything to really fight back. It is truly neutral. I built
Mm.
that with the intent because this place, for all case purposes, is alive. Hope that doesn't scare you or off put you, but that's the truth.
He's fine.
So, what's the
Seems
name?
like a nice place.
Anybody could talk.
No, sorry to cut you off, White.
Nah, you get one.
It's named Infinite. The Infinite Dungeon. Does it go on forever?
It. It's really more of a name, but if you were to push its very limits to, for all intents and purposes, it depends on what you do with it. It can create a space big enough to hold multiple garrisons of an army, but it's supposed to simulate any form of arena place you would be in an actual confrontation. So, to simulate being out in an open space, you would need a lot of space. Could it go on for infinity? Not really, but I haven't tested it out to see if it could. That's sort of something that how can one test without being in here for eternity? But then again, that is also why I am here. To make sure that's a thing that I don't have to think about for a while. And that's why they haven't seen me in a while. Applying maintenance and whatnot. New cognitive
See.
functions.
So you didn't get lost in the dungeon.
Not saying that. No,
Oh.
not saying that I can't or I can or cannot do certain things. But I am curious. You guys are just gonna complete this all in one sitting here now.
I mean, if they want us to, why not?
I mean, you guys could if you want. I mean, I'm guessing since you brought up Tiefling for race purposes, that the person who sent you down here is Gracefield,
Yes.
and he has communicated with you at some point in time. Yes, when you were in here.
While we were
Did
in
he?
here, no.
I don't remember.
Okay, that is very
This suffered
fascinating.
from short-term memory loss.
Yeah, it was the graceful guy who said we had to go in. Yeah.
Yes, and he will be
Sure.
watching you through your endeavors to make sure you guys, can have your breaks out of the area.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I don't remember any of that.
I mean, he'd be able to see us here, couldn't he? He's been following you, yes?
I mean, so he could probably see you here. So does that mean he rescue you if you get lost then?
Something like that. Though, to be fair, the travels I went through, I have no intention of being found necessarily. I wish to not be disturbed while I work. I work alone, and I work undisturbed. That is the way I do.
So are we disturbing you?
In a way, yes.
Okay, I leave. She
Oh.
walks.
We have to pick a door still.
Whatever door is in front of me.
I'd say you walk through the
How about
door
you?
where it has like the shield on it with the wheel, and as soon as you open it, it kind of spreads out into two separate areas where there seems to be two panels, and it seems to be a symbol between the two walkways. It has like a balance wheel. I mean, not a balance wheel. Like I'm trying to remember it, but the scale where it has
Oh.
like the two different weights on it, usually used for like the symbols of the justice system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the balance scales.
Mm-hmm. And you see that.
Whoop. Well, it was good talking to you. That's my cue. Let me go make sure she doesn't die.
Oh
Go
yes.
follow
Follow
after.
Make sure y'all don't separate. But don't get me wrong. Once you've opened this door, the other door is locked. If he's putting on the right settings for your trials, then
Oh no, we're gonna
you guys
die.
can make it out fine on your own. There is the safe precaution of like he must have set you up for the 3 trials. Go through the 3 trials. You'll get out automatically. This setup, for all case in point, is the Alchemy one. I think, for all intents and purposes, just to give you guys a hint, I think that one will close and put you guys into 2 separate rooms where you're going to have to solve a puzzle. But you both will have to work together without physically being there to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
You'll be in 2 separate rooms. Then after that, the puzzle you have after should be plain and simple. You just have to do some things with bookcases and keys and such. All of which should be very easy. I'm going out the way you guys came.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, any questions?
No, not yet.
Alright,
Seemed clear enough to me, though.
easy travels
So,
to you.
let's go do a puzzle now.
Either way, he walks off, and then you guys walk into the one place to go solve your puzzles. So who goes with who?
I go with Turtle Man.
All right, so you two go on that side. Just so you know, there seems to be kind of a looped chain icon on one table, and then the other one has like a symbol of like a pot or a bowl or something.
I go to the bowl.
All right,
Yeah,
one goes to the bowl.
Looks like a bowl of grains.
A dangerous convenience store.
Dangerous convenience store.
Wathal, do you make a choice on whether you'd wish to go to the chain or you wish to go to the bowl?
Tayo will go to the bowl, because Shane sounds like the thinking spot, and he ain't much for the thinking.
Ah, yes.
Interesting,
Oh,
interesting.
here we go.
All
I hope they have cereal.
Alright, so 3 go onto the bowl and it gets pressured. Then there is a chain.
What's cereal?
Do the other 3 go there, or do they wish to go, like, to convince the others to go to the other one, or in some way? I'll say is the decision.
Alright, who's paired up?
Currently,
I'm
because they made decisions that, Zed wants to go with Taiho. Taiho wants to go to the bowl icon for whatever reason, and that already has Grenda on it. So the only people that haven't made a full choice is Strider, Solomon, and Wythol.
No, I said I'd go through the chain.
Okay, one is on the
Okay.
chain.
3 in bowl.
Well, that didn't answer my question.
Yeah,
What was the question,
What was your
Ben?
question? Apologies for being not forward.
No, from I was a bit distracted because I was receiving a call for some reason, but it stopped. Basically, from what I assume is that this will split us up into groups of two.
Groups of three. Oh wait, groups of two. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I processed that off. Yeah, sorry. Two groups, two different groups.
So I was asking which pairs there are.
The pairs is
The
three that went to bowl, and one so far went to chains. Everyone else is undecided.
I'll explain like this: the elven-looking woman is the elven-looking woman, Grinda. The elven-looking woman, Grinda, the turtle, Taiho, and Zed, the crystal-looking dragonborn, or crystalline scale dragonborn, are currently on the bowl icon pressure platform. That'll separate them into whatever puzzle side of the puzzle they get. Then the one for the chain is just Solomon right now. The only people that haven't made a choice is Wythal and Strider. You can convince one of the other the groups to switch their side in some way, or just choose the platform that still has 2 slots available.
So we're not even choosing the pairs. Sure.
So, are there 2 bowls, or is there only 1 bowl?
It's just the symbol that's on the platform you're standing on, and it is only 1 bowl. And I'd say, to be more accurate, it's less of a bowl and more of a cauldron icon. It is a cauldron icon. And then the other one is a chain that's interlooped and connected, almost like a interconnecting circle. So the chain leads into itself. It's like a big interconnected
like a necklace.
chain. Yeah, exactly like that. Almost like it's working together.
I wonder if this cheese will taste good with tomato.
Okay.
And that has nothing to do with our game. Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not. Unlikely.
But it's good
Maybe
cheese.
one later. Maybe come later.
You're not allergic to cheese, are you?
No. Either way, going back to what otherwise, why would I be eating so much pizza, Sam?
I don't know. Artificial cheese.
Suicidal. Actually, pizza tastes way better with real cheese than fake cheese.
True.
Don't
in that case, Tayao is actually going to get out of the bowl and go to the chain, because he's assuming he's going to have to pull the chain.
That is an interesting assumption. Alright, Taiho moves to the chain for his reasons. Zed, do you join him because you said you're going to join him, or you're going to stay on the cauldron?
I'll join him.
Alright, so there's 3 currently on the chain for some reason. And now
hold up. The important question.
Mm-hmm.
Zed, you mentioned it. What is this cereal you mentioned?
It's a bowl of grains and some milk.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, try it.
Don't knock it before you try it.
That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking.
Sounds good if you add some honey or some.
You should try the Costco.
But then the grains get all soggy.
Well, you gotta eat it quick then.
That seems like a waste of fresh milk.
Add some sugar and caramelize it while stirring and turn it into a bar after cutting it.
Nah, you just made mini wheats.
Exactly. Perfect rations.
The ingenuity of this team with their snack preparations is impeccable.
All I'm saying is that this is a group of nerds.
I'll be honest, my character is technically from a desert.
So how he got access to these ingredients and knows how they work is a complete up in the air. He was from Dunes or something.
Yes.
I solve a mystery.
Maybe he was praised as a god and was offered grains. Who knows?
He was getting that rare foods out there. But regardless, there are still 3 people on the chain, which is Solomon, Tayaho, and Zed. Or Zirk. Zirk.
Well, on that note, maybe I'll encounter this mythical cereal. I'll go on the ball.
You will go on the bull.
He's a rolling for something, I believe, rather than that.
Okay.
Is he?
I don't know what he's rolling for, but okay. I'll let
Whether
him
or not he knows cereal.
Oh
I'm
dear.
not rolling.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not roll. My character doesn't know. That's why he's asking.
I dig it. Alright,
But yes, Wythal, question: are you going to make a decision or discuss? Uh-oh. Remember, you
Anyway.
set it up or pressed the speech for some reason.
Hello? I thought.
Adrilla.
No.
We lost you, Chief.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
There we
I can
go.
hear you now, yes.
Thank God.
It's like, my dude? Do you still have press to speech on?
It's my mute thing I have on these headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Understood. No. I'm just saying. Mhm.
You're just saying.
I'm just saying my things and things. But going back.
A hing-a-ding. God dig it.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding.
All right, but distractions aside, I thought I was the one with ADHD. Um,
I got
Ow.
distracted by a thing. Anyways,
regardless.
I was gonna finish that entire thing I was saying, but I got distracted.
Mm-hmm. Wythal, you do have a choice of the Cauldron Icon platform, or you could try to convince someone on the linked chain icon to move over to the other one.
Let's try that platform.
Which one?
The cauldron?
Okay. All right. So there's 2 people currently on the on the Cauldron platform. Strider's the only one left.
Well, I said I'd be on the cauldron.
I didn't catch that. Now I do, and now you're on the Cauldron platform. As soon as everyone's made their final decisions on things, and I want to double check this as a GM. Is this your final decision?
Yes.
This is the decision that I'm going with. Judging if new information is given, the decision is still liable to change, but currently this is my decision.
Solomon?
Yes.
And Zed, I know you're going to say yes, so I'm just going to keep moving on. Uh, so the platforms have 2 doors on either side, like an elevator, begin to close your sides. For some people of a platform, it feels like you're going down, which is the cauldron icon. And some people feel like they're going up, like the chain icon. When the doors open, you're presented with two different rooms. The ones who pick the cauldron, you see effectively 3 cauldrons, one on the right, one on the left, both raised up to near the kind of like the ceiling, but there is a very high ceiling which seems to be a bunch of interconnecting pipes that dip towards the 3 cauldrons, and then the third one in the center is more closer to the ground. and there seems to be a table, but it's pretty bare. There are about a few levers, one large one connected to, well, actually alongside the cauldron areas that I last stated. So there's basically a lever in front of each of the cauldrons, plus some additional buttons and switches that seem to haven't been touched in a while. Then for everyone who picked the chain, just as predicted from Taiho, there seems to be like a wall with a myriad of switches and levers and pulleys. A lot of them have been eroded away, except for 4 distinct ones. One is like seems to be a heavy pulling chain. The other one seems to be a button platform meant for one person. That takes up like a 5 feet by 5 feet area. It's like a square. Then there seems to be another like a lever, and then beside all of them seems to be I'm trying to remember, a wheel, like a metal wheel.
Well, I know where I'm going.
I'm gonna step
Tell
on the button.
Tayao immediately goes over to where the chain is, and he just goes, "These must be nacha."
I'm on the button.
Do you immediately step on the button?
Yes.
All
We're
right.
all gonna die.
As soon as you step on the button, you see a yellow pumping liquid immediately go into one of the pipes and go down. And it just goes somewhere.
Interesting.
Then, for those in the cauldron area, you see the yellow liquid go into one of the cauldrons, off to the far right.
I guess that's gonna make it go down.
I don't know where all this yellow stuff is going.
It's a drainage
Hold
system
on, sir.
for cauldron.
What do you think it tastes like?
Do we have a communication spell?
Uh,
I don't think I have any.
I'm gonna guess not good.
Also, for everyone downstairs, you hear their voices, but you don't see them.
Oh,
Oh, we can hear them.
Yep. You could hear them through the interconnecting pipes. Rather
Hey, you
clearly,
guys hear?
in fact.
What are you guys doing up there?
And
You just
Probably breaking it.
it's like Strider.
I pressed the button, all this yellow stuff came out.
yeah, it's filling up one of the cauldrons to the far right.
What far right? I don't see a cauldron.
Well, we're in separate rooms, genius. You're supposed to be smart.
No, I'm not. I have average
Hit the
intelligence.
button again. Maybe it'll make it stop.
This is why no one respects the pretty ones.
You mean the sparkly ones?
Same thing.
2000. You turn it off.
Well, with that, I'm gonna go look at the right one. See what's changed after the liquid poured into it.
You check out the far right one, and there seems to be like it's a see-through cauldron. Despite its dirt and dust, you can still kind of see the liquid. You'll have to climb on something to get a much more clear look, but from where you're standing and the clarity you're able to see, you see it just like sloshing around in there. As you walk forward, you do spot something, Strider. There seems to be a page of a book just kind of like lying there. It's a page.
Who's up for reading? Wythal, Grinda.
Wythal's taking a little bathroom break, but they will be back.
I'm back.
They're back.
Ty-
Wythal. They filled that thing up with
Yellow
some
stuff.
some kind of liquid.
Yellow stuff.
I know.
Not everything.
I've only ever drank in.
Solomon, you can in fact investigate the room. Roll me an intelligence-based investigation check.
I'm just gonna pull the chain.
DC. I won't give you a DC for this one. I'll just measure it out to see if it fits the situation. This is the only time I'll allow
Right.
this for investigations. But for Taiho, you said a thing, and I just am now hearing it.
He's just gonna pull the chain.
You know you could put this on table, right? Either way. Is this plus your modifiers and things?
Yeah. Do you want me to make a strength check for it?
I didn't hear. I didn't. Like I said, I didn't hear it because you repeat what you said, Tayo. This was for Solomon who wants.
He-
He's asking if he needs to put in like this strength check.
To pull the chain.
Yes, actually. DC. I'd say for this one, DC 5.
I literally cannot fail.
Of course.
Unless you roll one.
My modifier is a +6.
I guess. Oh yeah, you can't like critically fail on skill checks.
I mean, you can, but I have a 5% chance of failure, and I rolled a
It's
20.
like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't fucking know.
I rolled a 20.
Y'all made me take the phone out of it. Either way, fucking, you rolled a 20. You yank the chain, and with that, red liquid begins to pour into the bowl. Pours into the bowl, and they begin to mix.
Oh, it goes into the right one?
Yep.
I'm still sitting on the button, by the way.
Yeah,
Never
it's like
that.
at some point it did stop. But again, that's what you see. And when the liquids begin to mix, they make an orange concoction. And it begins to pour into the middle cauldron. And something else begins to kind of move around as you begin to hear cogs and steam begin to build. Then the cauldron returns, and then this weird rainbow liquid gets poured into the basin, and then eventually it goes down the drain that's connected to the cauldron, emptying it.
We lost our liquid.
The orange liquid is in the middle cauldron, by the way.
What does it taste like?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, is anyone brave enough?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that, but I didn't want to force you guys to taste it.
So, rock, paper, scissors?
God damn it.
Sure.
You gotta do this fast. It's going away.
Okay.
The orange
how are we
liquid
gonna
is
do this?
stationary.
How are we gonna roll this?
No, I thought it emptied.
I don't know. I guess
No,
a D3. I don't know.
For clarity, the orange liquid from the far right cauldron poured into the middle cauldron, then returned. Then this rainbow-like liquid gets poured in, almost like a cleaning solution, and it goes down the middle drain that it's connected to.
Oh, I went into the right one?
It went into the center one, the orange liquid.
Damn it.
No, I'm saying that it
So
cleaned
all
the
the cauldrons are empty again.
No, the middle cauldron has the orange liquid in it. The far right and far left ones are empty and clean.
Damn. I guess I'm drinking it.
I will say, for clarity, I did describe that the middle cauldron is the lowest. Granted, you'll still have to roll a climbing check to actually get up there. DC
I'll hold
10.
you by your ankles.
DC 5 if she's doing... Actually, no, you get the assisted check. Never mind. You get the help action.
Shouldn't you smell it first?
Would that be like a strength?
It could be dex because you're balancing
do I have
yourself
to roll if I'm assisting or no?
on top of another person. No, you don't.
No,
You don't
just
have
give
to
her the help action. So she,
Yeah,
so
but-
she rolls twice, it takes the highest.
So
She
can I
gets
take
advantage.
Can I take a dex or a strength to climb?
No, athletics climbing.
Athletics? Okay.
So strength based.
Okay. 14.
14. So you climb in there, and you're telling me you're gonna take a taste of what's ever in this mysterious cauldron.
I'm basically gonna try to scoop. Gonna try to get like a hand scoop and.
Are you wearing gloves?
Be right
I don't
back.
know. I have a witch
God damn
outfit,
it.
but I'm not sure if I have gloves. Sure, let's just say we have gloves.
Okay.
You have like leathery gloves.
Witch
like-
gloves.
I
Yeah,
think
like
they
very
referred to
witchy.
rubber gloves, but all right.
I mean, I was trying to tell you that maybe you should sniff it first, but
She has like interchangeable gloves for random events. Like this
it's
is my
for
whale glove.
It's
This-
where's your dueling gloves when you challenge people to duels?
Here are my flirting gloves. Okay,
Uh,
I guess she'll take a sniff and then try to take a sip with her hand.
How viscous is this?
Don't vomit in the bowl.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! I'll try not
DC
to vomit. It
15.
feels so good. Okay, con saving. Uh, 17.
Roll me a D1. Actually, hold on. Let me double check what you just rolled. Oh, okay.
17.
Roll me a DC. Yeah, just roll me a D100 real quick. Just
Okay.
real quick. I want to see something here.
35.
I don't know.
35, you say?
Cast fireball on yourself. God
I
damn.
don't have that spell. That's just gonna be interdimensional me opening the world and it just being like, here you go.
It's something freaking sorcerers do. It's like by accident. It's like, oh, what you get in royal magic? Oh, you cast fireball on yourself. What? I don't have that. Well, it happens anyways.
Maybe the pretty one was the smart one.
What is this?
Presses the button again while
That is the most
he stomps on it.
weirdest. That is the most weirdest thing if that happens.
No,
Leaky flavored.
I mean, I was gonna ask the top guys about something, but this kind of distracted Strider for a moment.
Well, I'm putting this all into perspective here. All right, 1 second.
Sam, get rid
This
of the
is gonna be
fly.
quick. This is gonna be quick.
She's gonna have polka dots.
He's gonna get turned to a potted plant.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna pull the lever again. Is gonna pull the chain again.
The
No,
exact same chain.
stop trying to go to my
Yep.
cheeseburger.
All right, for whatever reason, for you, my friend. All right, so you pull the same lever. Red begins to pump into the pipes and into the far right cauldron again, and it's full of that. While that's happening, Grinda, you lean into the thing and you're taking like the thing. So you're smelling it first, or you're tasting it first?
I smelt it first and then I'm taking a sip.
When you smell it, it smells extremely sweet. Like really, really sweet.
Like
Maybe it's
nitroglycerin sweet.
Like
Oh my
artificial
God.
flavoring sweet. Like artificial flavoring in the Willy Wonka factory levels of sweet.
Oh no! Oh no! It tastes.
Jolly
It
Rancher.
tastes. It tastes
Tastes
just like cereal.
It tastes just like nitroglycerin. It even feels like it too.
Man, this is some good
Oh.
engine coolant.
It's antifreeze.
Uh,
The sacrifice.
maybe I should have asked the pretty one to come over.
I only have a +3 in charisma.
So you're going to take a sip of this, right?
No, he's
Yep.
not calling you pretty from your features. He's calling you pretty like a pretty rock or a shiny thing.
It's like I should have asked the shiny one to come and.
No, I will call him the pretty one.
Oh dear God.
All right, bye.
This is very entertaining. I will not lie. But yeah, you feel a warmth begin to kind of hit your face, and as you take a deep sip, describe how are you sipping out of this?
I basically ladle in my hand and I just get the liquid like
So you're
that.
making a bowl of your hand. Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Okay.
And then I just take a sip out of it.
You take a good sip out of this, like a decent sip. This is really like to describe how sweet this is, this would be. That's a good question. Have you ever eaten raw sugar before?
Yeah.
Yes.
And straight up honey.
I'd say it's more closer to like a mix of that, thankfully enough. Like, especially with the syrupy nature of what you just picked up and you just put it in your mouth. After 6 seconds, your mouth feels really warm right now. Like, really hot. Everything in your mouth is hot and on fire right now. It really, really is like, oh my God, what did you just consume? You really want some water right now as you are dancing around the floor. You hop out of Wathal's grasp and get on the ground. What is your first instinct after consuming this hot gelatin in your mouth?
With all.
I throw her my water skin.
Did they?
It looks painful.
I guess I really did team up with the drunk.
Drunk.
She gulps down the water. Is like, "Ugh, okay. I'm
Wait,
very
does it
interested in
actually
this liquid.
Or is it with like spicy things or water actually makes it worse?
Well, I guess that guy did say that this wouldn't kill us probably.
No,
So,
it doesn't sustain any damage, but that is a good question.
But,
Evens or odds?
oh no.
Oh,
Even?
neat.
You're completely fine after drinking the water, and because of your vote, you only take, I'd say, 1/4 of the water of the water and the water skin.
You know, I really want this liquid. You know what? I'll use one of my inks to dump a lot of my ink on the floor, get some of the water, rinse it out, and I want a scoop of this mixture.
While they're doing
I
that,
haven't dreamed
hey,
in a
you,
while. Strider.
the rest of you guys, there's like reading material down here. Is there anything up there similar?
I start turning the wheel.
Okay.
Nope.
So with that blue liquid starts going into the right cauldron, the far right cauldron, with the red liquid, and they begin to mix, making a purple liquid. That begins to actually pour into the middle cauldron, and they begin to mix.
No, my spicy honey.
Blue stuff.
Yeah, it becomes this weird mix of orange and purple. It's not mixing like it originally did in the far right cauldron. It seems to be kind of
Like oil and water.
yeah, kind of balancing it out. Now it seems to kind of be a mixed PB and jam kind of situation with them.
Okay, do we do rock,
This is
paper, scissors again for
be
sipping,
a
or?
training.
Are you
Yes.
sipping more of it?
Far
Please
right
don't,
cauldron.
please
It
don't
seems
do
to be
that.
kind
Let's make it fair. Rock, paper, scissors again.
Straight.
Do any of you have any legible reading material? Because I'm going to begin reading this. Because I can
No.
read this.
I can read it, but I don't want to.
The only thing I have is really this chain, this one button. How many buttons are in this room?
a button and a wheel.
There was a piece of paper on the ground. Is there anything on the ground?
Wait, hold up. There's a wheel. Let me see what happens when I turn
I just turned it.
Wait. Question: do you look for another wheel, or you're gonna spin for the exact same wheel?
Exact same wheel.
Awesome. So you pour more blue liquid into the thing, and now there is like a double dose of blue liquid. It is just resting in that cauldron. It starts kind of bleeding out into the it starts bleeding out a little bit, and it falls into the middle cauldron. It seems to mix and match and seems to kind of move around as though it seems to have become alive in a sense. Something else happens where both cauldrons get filled with that rainbow almost looking liquid, that clear rainbow looking liquid. And then they double dump into the middle cauldron. And then it begins to go and circle into the drain that is connected to the base of this cauldron.
Oh god, it's TV vodka.
Alright, so all the liquid is gone.
All the liquid is gone. Reset.
Okay, I'm going to begin reading this piece of paper, because maybe this is instructions.
I clicked the button.
You click the button. The same button. Okay.
We're all fucking
You click the
stupid.
same button, and yellow liquid goes into the far right cauldron.
I'm a coffee maker, though, so you have to get rid of the dead body.
I'm going to begin. Well, Strider's going to begin reading, and it doesn't matter what language this is. I have rune eyes, so I can read it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what language it is because you have rune eyes. So you begin reading this, and it seems to be some kind of mixed recipe, though it is not like fully finished. You can read the recipe, but it's more for an alchemist's taste. Do you have any alchemy proficiencies?
I do not.
All right, well, that's basically your situation, as it's talking about compound. But here's the little hint that I'll give you for your situation. It is that all of the combinations have been color-coded.
Mix all the colors of the rainbow.
Adam, I'm gonna go.
Wait, all the combinations have been color-coded?
Yes. So you see something where it's like there's a bunch of chains and wheels and things like that. There seems to be like a row for each one that will end up going to... There's two rows. One row goes to the far right, the other one goes to the far left, and you're supposed to make these combinations. You're supposed to make the orange, pink, and purple combinations.
All right. So we have to
Orange.
mix and match the colors, yeah?
Yes.
Wait, orange, orange.
Orange, purple, and pink.
The rainbow just makes brown.
Okay. Okay. Well, has
So
there
then,
been?
if we're gonna make orange, we need red and yellow.
Wait. Wait.
We get pink though.
Wait. Turn order. Did they manage to taste the blue liquid that they wanted to taste, or whatever?
They didn't taste jack. It poured like because it was so full from the two combinations. It poured immediately into the middle cauldron, and immediately went to the setup. If you wish to try to do this before, because you guys do have an open enough time to do so, are you going to reattempt to drink the liquid as it is before it goes into the drain?
I lost the rock, paper, scissors again, so I have to do this.
Okay, Withal, are you giving her the help action, or is it just gonna be a situation? Okay, just checking. So
it's like
roll
a keg at a party.
athletics check, DC 10. You have the help action, so go for it. If you nail it, you nail it.
For science.
I'm going to pull a different level this time, or a different chain. I'll pull the right chain.
I rolled a 17.
Wait, which was the one that you pulled before, the left chain?
Yeah, the first chain I pulled was the left chain. Now I'm pulling the right chain.
Yeah, he's pulling the other one. So going back to it, Wait, what was the thing you said? Sorry?
17.
17 was the highest? Okay,
Yeah.
so you get in there. And roll me a con saving throw. As always. I think it was like DC 15 last time.
Huh. It hurts.
I could be wrong. I could have bet DC 10, but I was like, I'm just gonna say DC 15 for for Ernest.
So,
It hurts.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm double checking something.
oh,
But yeah,
did she get the orange liquid in her vial, by the way?
uh, as far as I understand, she did not quickly do it in time before people started declaring dumping blue into it. Granted, they did not expect it would go into the cauldron, so this all happened in due time. No, she did not have time to do it. I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay,
just
I
make,
can do it next time.
I'm just making sure because a lot of things happen very quickly. Don't want to make
Uh,
any actions
whatever
inconsequential.
whatever liquid this is, the first thing that hits your face is cold air, like a rush of unnatural cold air, to the
Oh
point
no,
where
it's
it like it
like
pushes you back, and you kind of like do not have enough time as the rainbow cleaning liquids both dump at the same time and end up in the cauldron. You try to get a sip, but it all goes down the drain.
Better taste.
it's better than getting poisoned.
Better than have it all dump on your face.
This is what
Anyway,
We just go
was
under
it?
the cauldron.
and anyway, do either of you have any alchemical knowledge?
Stimulate your senses.
Do I?
We have to make goddamn pink sauce. I don't know what colors make pink. We have
I
red,
use
blue, and
dragon fruit in
yellow.
the recipe,
Well,
so
Does
he's
medicine count?
medicine.
Red, yellow, red, probably.
I've also cut out the DCs for the things because it'll make this a little bit more faster. There was a DC for each time you actually did it and increased the strength that was needed for the further attempts. I'm cutting that
I
for
mean-
this. For
I mean,
DCs.
technically, I never picked a tool proficiency, but this would be a bad. I'd feel awful about just picking something that's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna pull the red and
The left
green,
one, I'm guessing.
or yeah, I'm pulling the opposite one that I pulled. So that would be the
The-
left.
No, you're pulling. No, you pulled the. Okay, you pulled the left chain already, so you want to pull the right chain.
Okay. So right chain.
All right.
All right then.
Actually, no. He's been pulling the right chains because they ended up on the far right.
No. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, like I've never declared which one was on which side. He's been pulling just the chain. This is the only time that you've ever specified that there were sides.
So now I'm because there's 3 chains, right?
There's 2 chains. I'm sorry. Like there were other chains, but they seem to be broken or destroyed to be specified.
No,
Okay.
no, because we
So-
just discussed that. I have it in my.
I'm going to specify that this is now right chain. So you're gonna grab the right chain to put things in the left cauldron. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting.
Man,
for
he sounds like
Strider.
so far away.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, no,
Okie dokie.
Jai is confirming his action. I'm just confirming with Strider in his notes. Is this correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, making
So,
sure.
so the, so the right stuff fills the left side.
Yes. So you pour the ingredients for the chain for red, and it pours into the left cauldron.
That was
I mean,
red.
the left cauldron. Yeah.
Yeah, that
chain,
was red. I guess whatever you're doing is filling it with red.
Oh yeah.
Do the thing that you did with the blue on that. Oh,
Okay. Turn the wheel. God dang it.
Do you turn the wheel on the right or the left? Like the one you've already been doing, or the other one, basically.
Well, I'm assuming it's the same one because freaking
Oh, 'cause
Solomon pushed me out of the way to do it again, so I'm pushing him out of the way to do it again.
All right. So, and what is your declaration? It's the wheel, right?
Yes.
All right. Blue is now in the other one. There's red in one, and then there's blue in the other.
that was in the wrong side.
Yeah, dang it. Alright, fine. I got to the other one.
You pour.
Wait. Because we need to make purple, right?
Yeah.
So why not just mix them?
Oh.
Either way,
I
as
still
you're
need
doing
blue in
this, you
that.
still tilt the wheel, and then the blue pours into the one with red, and now there's purple in one. It pours
Okay,
into the
now.
middle cauldron.
Yeah, cool. Now we got purple, I'm assuming. Can't see. I can only hear your actions.
Taya
So
Ho and
now we
Kimberly
have
face
purple.
I'll
bombs.
take that as a yes.
Because they haven't confirmed with me of whether or not there's like two sides. They haven't even told us what's up there. So
Yeah,
I'm just
I
checking.
got two There's two chains. There be
And
two chains up here.
There's two
The rest broke.
chains.
two
Okay.
wheels.
Okay. What? Okay. So which one emptied out? The right or the left cauldron?
I
Adam.
Which one emptied out? The left. For you guys, it's the left cauldron that poured out. And it ended up with purple liquid, and it is now currently in the middle cauldron. The left is currently clear, but there is double checking my notes. Blue liquid in the right cauldron, far right.
So what's the other color we need again? I forgot.
Orange, purple, and pink. Somehow you're gonna have to get pink, and then you need the other one to be orange. You know that whatever happens, they seem to mix in the base cauldron.
Maybe if we have orange on the other side and purple on one side, they'll mix and make pink? Question mark. But then again, no, I'm not there. I have no visualizations. I only can see pipes and tubes.
That is an idea, though.
Oh, whatever you did the first time, do it again.
all right. I'll pull the left side then,
Okay.
because I
Which
pulled
one?
the right side the first time. I pulled the right side last time. Now I'm pulling the left side again. Right?
All right. You're
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about when you first got there, because what you did
Yes,
got
the first one. Got it.
got yellow into it.
Whatever thing that got yellow is the one he wants you to do. The original. one.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll just immediately. That's the first one I pulled because there was only two, right?
Yes, but someone actually did something before you pulled the chain.
Oh yeah,
The
the
button,
button.
guys, the button.
The button.
Well,
Sorry,
I
there was a confusion of order right there.
I messed up the order, so if this results in a failure, that's on me.
It's completely fine. You guys are
Okay,
actually
we have
doing way
multiple
better
retries.
than you think you're doing.
All right.
All right.
I'll
So
step
since
on
you
the
told me
button.
to do what I did before, I'm just gonna pull the lever because that's what I was told to do.
All right.
Thinking while he watched us try to drink this
There's an
multiple
order
times.
right there.
The original.
I messed up the order,
original
so
one.
if this results in a failure, that's on me.
Yeah.
So you guys are actually
we have
doing way
multiple
better.
retries.
Try to involve you two in it, but you just
You you pull the original chain, or you pull the one you're nearby. Get Tayo.
No, I'm pulling the old.
Okay, you pull the original chain and you dump red in the blue liquid of the far right one. It becomes purple, and it pours more purple into the middle cauldron. Nothing.
We have more
happens.
purple. We have purple.
You now have double purple.
okay.
You now have full double purple.
You know what?
We have
flavor.
purple stuff.
We got more.
That's
Put that in
okay.
the can and fizz it up.
Help me up.
Damn
Oh
it.
God.
I need
Damn it.
assistance getting up to
Solomon,
there.
while you're standing there, what is going through your thought process? Out of curiosity. Because you're not downstairs, but you're seeing people move around, pulling chains, pushing buttons, and moving wheels. You do hear your comrades' voices, but it seems to be coming from the pipes. If you're pushed to speak, we cannot hear you.
Solomon.
All right, here we go.
All right then.
I'm just. What the?
Wythal, do you give assistance to Grinda? And Solomon, your thing went green, but I didn't hear anything.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
no
just
one.
got lost. I'm just.
He was busy wandering around the room. Yes.
Still looking for that piece of paper you told.
All right, roll me an investigation check on the table. Like, just how I'm doing investigation checks is that nothing is set in stone just yet. Let's see. 11. You do not notice a piece of paper, but you do note that while looking up, there seems to be color codes for each of the spots. So the platforms are yellow, you've noticed, and the chains are red, and the wheels are blue, and the levers are not really colored for reasons that are not.
We never touched the levers at all.
Hey, Strider,
Yes.
what does your ceiling say?
I look at the ceiling, I guess.
I think he meant the paper, but oh well.
You look up, you just stop what you're doing and look straight up. You see a marble ceiling.
It tells me the future.
Wait, okay, so what's the line numbers? I need to know.
Get to
It's like Mason, the numbers.
it.
What does it mean?
And then,
Strider, can I give you some words of advice?
It says blank. I guess you don't win.
Fuck.
Either way, so what did you roll on your athletics check to get into the cauldron? Actually, Wethal, question. Do you assist in this, by the way? I'm sorry. Adrella.
Sure.
All right,
Sorry,
roll with
meeting.
advantage. Understood. Enjoy your eating. For all the folks at home, what are you eating?
22, not 20.
Ah, yes.
Okay. What the 22 total you've received, you've presented to the table. You've gotten really good. This is your third attempt. You run up this like as she's ready with a forward like hand motion to kind of like give you a boosty. You run up, putting your foot firmly on her hands and then boosting yourself up to the cauldron. All that purple drink, all that you can consume. Roll me a Constitution saving check, DC 15.
Oh my goodness.
Why is she drinking this again?
I have no fucking clue, but but we're all letting it happen apparently. Well, the
We
thing
can't
no,
do
she's
anything.
not
We're in a
on-
different room.
Dude, she's not on my floor. I can't do anything
I
about it.
said your group is letting. Well,
Well,
I probably
I'm
didn't
here.
specify that.
I'm gonna take a scoop with my vial and I'm gonna close it.
Just like a purple drink intended, it is extremely sweet smelling, just like last time, if not a little bit better, with a hint of something else. But you can't tell what it is. Others would probably say it's grape, but honestly, that is a lie by the bourgeoisie.
Mint.
All right,
Let's
so
okay.
you attempt to taste the stuff, but the sweet hits some kind of pleasure center in your brain and you go numb. So you just kind of like limp forward and then limp back and fall back onto the table.
It
Yes.
was a great experience. All they hear in the basement is a loud thud.
No, it's like in the background while Strider's like looking up at the ceiling at some point, not really seeing what's going on. You guys do your thing. Then when he looks down, all he sees is you go poof and hit the table hard and do kind of a roll and kind of adjust to hold your back. It really hurt hitting that landing.
I didn't even hit the landing. I just fell.
Well, I like to say your back hit the landing.
Just woke up. Why am I dealing with two drunks?
Two alcoholic.
Anyway,
Meanwhile, you just have everyone upstairs just pushing, pulling, and pressing everything.
Yeah,
I know. I saw Solomon. In the order, we need to get these liquids into the basin.
What are these liquids?
Whatever you've been doing up there has been getting liquids down here, and you just made purple twice. I don't think that was right, but that's my bad.
Purple. We gotta dump the purple.
How do you dump the...
Just do one of the actions twice. It seems to clean them.
Alright. Yeah.
What does the lever do, though?
Looks
Yes,
like
Solomon, you had a question.
Where are the levers at?
You see one gray lever in the middle. The other levers seem to have like they're also gray on either side, but the one that seems to catch your attention is the one kind of in the middle, just kind of in the center of this arena of levers and bells and wheels and platforms.
I'm push the middle gray lever. See what it does.
You push it forward?
Just a lever.
Yeah. I mean, it can. I'm just curious. You want to push it forward?
Yes.
All right, you push it forward. A bunch of clear rainbow liquid pours into all three of the cauldrons, and they go down the drain.
I cleaned them.
I'll do it again.
Why?
I told them twice. I told them to do an action twice. So he does it again, Adam.
Oh, he does the clear liquid again?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
That's
right,
what
you
he
double
declared.
down on this. There is now clear liquid in the basin, and then it's clear. It goes down the drain.
Is that how
What?
we make pink? Clear and
Wait.
red?
Which one makes?
Oh, he says that I
Which one
went
makes
down the
red?
drain, so I didn't stay.
Which one makes?
Right, right, Adam?
Yeah,
Try
all
pulling
of
it
them
the
are
other way.
clean, and all the liquid went down the drain. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
That did nothing. But it's clean now, so we can restart this. We need to get orange, purple, and pink liquids into this.
I don't know.
Kind of robot a little bit on
Be
my
made
end.
with the red and the clear.
These two have been tasting everything.
What does the
Whoa,
clear
whoa,
one
these
taste like?
two.
Someone had to make a sacrifice to
What
figure
if-
out what it tastes like.
We pour a
didn't-
foreign liquid into the bowl.
It was very spicy honey.
Mr. Walker, I see your face.
On an aside note,
I
Yellow
wondered
while
if
you
you
guys
could.
were figuring that out, I managed to brush my dog, so I'm proud of myself.
Good.
Good.
Question before we continue, though, my friend. Do you still have your work?
I do.
Okay. How much time are you with us?
I got 45 minutes.
Oh, perfect. We can keep it going then.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna speed this along. I'll let them know the layout of the room and what their actions have been doing in order for the liquids, just so that we don't waste time.
I'd honestly say,
All right.
yeah.
So then someone needs to press the button, and then I pull the left chain in order to get the yellow liquid. Then they let go of the button, and I pull the chain again to get the red liquid, which combines into orange.
And then
Then we need red, which means I pull left and right, which makes purple. And then the last one is pink, which is going to be
You don't
red
know
and
what gets
clear?
pink.
Yeah,
Maybe.
clear and red. Let's try that.
Alright, so right now we have orange and purple in the basin. If all those actions went right.
I'd
Adam?
say yes. If we're going
Is that
in
what
order,
press
then
the
yes,
button
you
for the
would
yellow?
get
And then
purple, and
pull the
orange
wheel.
again. Pink is the
Purple,
only
yeah.
one kind of evading your thought, but there is an idea you guys did say earlier that you guys haven't attempted. Is your hint?
So yeah, they're trying
Pull
to
the
get
lever.
trying to get the red.
I pull the chain for red, and he pulls the lever for clear. That gets us the pink.
Hopefully.
And actually, like if you pulled the lever for clear, because there is a clear lever for each side. Even if you pull the lever for clear, it just clears the basin and then it goes away.
So
we gotta reset
do we
everything.
have one that's empty? So, but there's a left and a right. There's a left basin and a right basin, right?
Yes.
And then they pour into a middle basin.
Yes.
Okay, so then we need to get a. In the left one we get red, and in the right one we get clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then we mix them together.
Alright, let's see how this goes, I guess.
So you're trying to mix the rainbow thing, even though it's just a cleaning solution.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a what? Is there a white one? Is there directions for a white color? Because that's the only way you get pink.
Mix all the colors together.
No.
Yeah, rainbow.
Clearing solution.
You could make
No.
purple,
Yes.
and you could double down on a color.
So we could add more red to that, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So then we'll make a third set of purple and add more red to it.
Okay.
If that does that make it less purple?
And it pours into the basin. There has been something I have described that you guys did think about for a time, and then kind of went away from because you found out you could do the cleaning solution. But you could dump down more purple, and it doesn't seem to get rid of the cauldron, though it does seem to start to overflow a little bit. You do pour in the red solution, and it begins to mix and meld together a little bit. On the upper layer of purple that you guys just have put down, it makes a little bit of pink. Whatever happens, it begins to drain on its own.
So now now it's pink, not purple.
Mm-hmm.
And
so then how do we put them all together?
No, there's like double layers of purple is what I'm saying. So there's a mix at the top, but there's still a little bit of purple. What you could have done as an action is actually make the pink first, then purple. Actually, yeah, you could have made pink first, then orange, then purple, and then that actually would have made a sandwich kind of thing.
We're supposed to make a sandwich?
I'm not sure how these freaking cauldrons work, man.
I
thought they could
know,
only
I
put
know.
one color at a time.
I was just telling them in the order that the book told me.
Yeah,
or the page.
That was kind of the thing, but I kind of... It is sort of a thing where it's like I'm trying to get this across, but like I don't want to take up too much more of your time more than I already have. But you guys have figured out the basis of what I'm trying to do. The liquids in the middle cauldron do not seem to make contact with each other. They seem to kind of stay in their own devices. You could mix and match them because you
so then what we should do is drain them all, so pull the lever to hit the rainbow solution, and then make pink first, then orange, then purple.
Because it would have taken two separate cauldrons to make the two colors, and then the middle one to make that one. And you could have doing it at the beginning would give you enough room to do the other two.
Okay, so then we'll do that.
Either way, you guys do accomplish this task. I'm just giving you guys the hints necessary that you guys technically accomplished that passively, but near the end, you guys are like, let's hit the rainbow solution, which was there in case somebody did kind of a double down on purple situation, or did the thing that made it come alive. But other than that, you guys do get the combination right, and it does go down the cauldron. And after that, the door reopens again, the elevator door, except there's no pressure plate platform.
All right, so then we all just go through that, and then there's doors for each grouping then, and we just all go through different doors.
You're going through the door you guys came through, yes.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys stand or are you drunk?
We can
Oh,
stand,
no,
yes.
I'm talking to these two, Grenda and
That's
because
a that
they've been drinking the liquid, so I'm assuming that they're wobbly.
that is a good question. Grinda and Wethal, do you try to get a taste of that liquid before it goes down the basin? I did say it leaked a
Okay,
little
let's
bit.
go.
Oh dear
I'll
God.
try to make a
Yeah,
running
dude.
leap for it.
I blame the
Yeah,
DM
but
for this.
I am encouraging this, yes, for some reason. It's like seeing someone drunk. I'm encouraging this. It's bad, but you can't
Well,
look
because
away.
they've stuck to a plan, and whether or not it helps, they've been consistent.
Oh dear. Either way, do you both taste this? And again, it's leaking. So, like, do you want to attempt to get in the cauldron? And two, do you both try it, or is it just like Grinda again?
Is Withal helping me?
It's just a DC 10 athletics check.
Uh, okay, I'll try.
Drilla.
20.
Right.
It's like you respond to your user, Dave, whether you'll ever respond to your character, Dave. All right, so
I'm
you
trying to
athletics check
enjoy
it
my
the first
steak.
time.
I rolled a 20.
All right, so you climb up there without the assist check. Roll me a Constitution saving. Let's see. DC 5.
And for the audience, she said that she's eating a steak.
13. All of them have been 13.
Can I assist with the con check?
How do you assist in the con check? I'm curious.
Water.
Encouraging words.
What are the encouraging
I'm a
words?
bard.
Do not think of it as a mysterious potion. Think of it as just plain water.
Yes, that's going to help her drink it better.
Think of it. Hold on, think of it on
Roll
the
with
wall.
assist. I don't even think you can really do that, but even then,
No, it's a saving throw.
Not
You can't
impressed.
assist a saving
you
throw.
cannot. But I'll let it bend this once because it's very because you guys are basically near the end. So one
I mean,
last attempt.
technically something you could have done was shove some
Nope.
water in her face.
That would
help
be
me
the
out.
funniest thing in the world.
I mean, honestly, I have half a mind to drag them out by their ankles.
You're not there.
Blow through the
I
floors and
know.
the ceiling looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And
So you throw your head as hard as you can, and you get. You know that feeling you get when you put Vicks near your nose, you get some near your eyes? Where you just
Okay,
feel
yeah,
a
we can tear up.
rush of this almost like
Mint.
vapor or aura, like this mint vapor hitting your eyes and it gets all watery. That is the sensation you feel as you try to full dunk your head in there. You feel so cold, yet yet your body is almost sweating, and you just fall back.
Oh my god. So
You
minty.
almost lose your concentration, and your eyes change color.
Even though I can't see them, may I know what color?
damn it, she's a drug addict. It's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly that. Maybe. Um, it changed. Well, what was your eye color originally? Sorry,
It was pure white.
pure white. It went green.
Oh.
Minty flavored eyes.
Spearmint color.
What is spearmint?
There's peppermint, there's spearmint.
Just the
Spearmint is
green one.
more like sweeter.
No, that's my character.
Mint.
Who said spearmint? That's the other question. After that, you guys do get back on your elevators and or doorways that function more closer to an elevator until I say this next bit. For the people that went to the levers, bells, and whistles, your elevator goes right. For everyone that did the cauldrons, yours goes left. At some point, it goes up and the other ones go down, intersecting. For those who did for those who did the levers and pressure plates, well, okay, the group of the chain make it easier. Your doors open on the right, and you see the group. For everyone that did the cauldrons, your doors open to the left and you see your group. You guys enter into a hallway that bleeds into the safe area, and you do not see Chester, and there's only one door remaining.
Well, that went about as well as possible. The, that one might be on something right now. I say to the other group.
Or a lot of somethings.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do my eyes look funny? They feel funny.
What a
They're about as
wonderful.
green as my tree there.
I wonder how long this is gonna last.
No. Could be a day, could be a week, could be a year.
Could be for
How
It's
are
eternity.
Is
how are her
anything
gloves?
different?
How are her gloves?
Probably sticky.
kind of looks at him and goes, now maybe you be learning not to drink stuff now.
It was spicy, and another one was very minty. But overall, not a bad experience. We did a lot of jumps and leaps. You should have seen it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I managed to climb up there myself, and she points up to like the cauldron that are hanging like higher than the middle one.
Okay.
They were.
We should get going now. To our next place. Unless you want to sleep here. But I don't
They
think
were.
we need sleeps.
They were completely instrumental to the plan. Couldn't have done it without them.
Hey. Yeah, I just pulled chain. So he's fine. Glad we figure out.
All right.
Technically, it was
Sh-
teamwork. Maybe not for the greatest cause.
Strider doesn't really care what you guys do, as long as
He
you're
has that.
not.
Yeah, that give up looking face probably.
Nah, he
Probably
just
just
has a
like what a
straight.
dog sitter. She's
He just has a straight face about it.
Dear Lord.
it's like watching two dogs or two toddlers just randomly doing chaos in the background, and you're like, this is fine.
Well,
I don't get
Strider's
paid to keep him safe. I get paid watching them.
well, Strider's mentioned before that he's an experienced adventurer. He just hasn't been getting credit.
I mean, you don't hear any plastic in the dog's mouth, so you just think you're fine.
You start to hear a little squeaking every time they breathe. It's like, oh no. Oh well, I don't pay for the vet bills.
Oh,
No,
fucking awful.
look, I had a case in point. I had to corner my dog just to fucking brush him.
Yeah.
And he was literally looking at me the entire time, like, "Come on, I don't need to be brushed. Let me go." I'm like, "No, you're shedding all over
I
the
have great
house.
fur.
No."
I
Like,
just
Pretty out.
I
Party.
literally pulled the equivalent of like 7 handfuls of fur out of that brush.
Oh no.
yes.
With any consideration, I have to wrestle my 100-pound dog into the bathtub after this.
For the audience at
Yes.
home,
Yeah,
what
no,
kind of for the audience at home, what kind of dog is this?
it's a Shiba and a shepherd.
No.
Hmm.
He's a shepherd sheep, a
think you're
shabib, if you
doing?
will.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or a shipiba.
Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
Shoebop.
I like the
Bop.
song.
Jump, my believe.
Shoo-bop,
What? Oh shit.
Regardless, so what does your group do? Well, you guys don't feel as unrested as before, despite all the pulling and jumping for the chains, and pulling, pushing, all that for the chains, and the other people just literally boosting each other up for the cauldron. It took less than the other puzzle to solve.
Well,
And just for the context here, um, Overzed and Jaeger did participate in the puzzles. They just weren't as overtly mentioned.
Yeah, we got you. He's
Were they
just
also
chilling.
were they also trying the liquid?
I will.
I imagine they're the ones who drank the liquid first.
Considering how I know their characters, as far as I know, their characters would not try the. Well, Jaeger would not try the liquids. Maybe. The other one, I can't. I can't vouch for him. I can't. I
Yeah,
legitimately
vouch
cannot.
for goodness.
I can't vouch for
Yes.
his shenanigans. I cannot. But it depends on who went with who, and that's a conversation we'll have. I don't know. If I decide
To
to
be
do
fair,
something with this and there's a Q&A, I'll ask maybe. I don't know.
to be fair, he
Well,
has tried throwing a freaking torch down a cave.
well.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we go into the other room, I'm just gonna ask the party members. Do any of you have any parchment
Oh,
and a quill?
I have a
Nope.
quill. Let me go check if I have parchment. Let me fumble in my bag real quick.
Who's focusing on
Hmm.
Grinda?
I have 5 papers. Here I have 1, and here I have a quill, and here's an oil flask.
It's just full of orange or purple goo.
Okay.
No, not that one. My bad. Switches it out.
Okay.
Chayal just kind of like reaches into his shell, rummages around, and then pulls out a sextant. He's like,
Yes.
"No, that's not it."
Just keeps pulling
Okay.
out random objects from everybody's inventory.
They'll have some
I
library.
mean, he's got a
objects
sailor
hiding in margin.
background, so him having a sextant makes sense.
No,
He
I'm not
uses
saying
it
it
to
doesn't.
track the stars.
Well, I'm just gonna write down some notes and ask him about and write down the liquids that Grenda was drinking, and then put down a question. Do any of these liquids have any lasting effects? If so, what are they? And I'll just leave him on the ground where we met. What was his name? Alexander?
Alexandrite?
Oh, Alexandrite.
I thought his name was Alabaster.
Oh no.
Part of his name.
Alexandrite is a beautiful stone.
Very shiny.
Very rainbowy.
So yeah, I'm gonna write
Named for a
that
beautiful
part.
dwarf.
I'm gonna write that parchment and I'll put it where we met the guy.
You see, for Solomon and Strider, as you're just looking around, your eyes do make a little bit of contact with Grinda and notice that her eyes are purple now.
And that's why I'm asking about it. Okay, guys, we can move on. Thank you, Grenda. Here's your quill and oil.
Let's go.
Chayal just kind of like lumber his way forward to the next door, open it, step through.
As you step through, you're the first person to notice that this room is way bigger in comparison to everyone else. Way bigger in comparison to the other rooms you've visited prior, where there would be the grid floor, which was pretty barren but still there. The last one you visited, that had some form of architecture and some semblance of life, in the sense of some of them were like old, dusty, and had a bit of like something that suggested someone has been near before with its broken parts. It seems to be some kind of library room with a I'd say a wooden floor this time around, with 3 chairs adorning the room and 4 dead bodies.
Huh. Neat.
And that's
Didn't
where we're
he
gonna
say
end
this-
today's campaign.
When the professor lies about the requirements.
No, we were watching Umbrella Academy.
Yes. It's
Maybe
from a chat from earlier.
Maybe I'll binge it so I can be caught up on that reference.
Just all you need to know is that if anybody says anything about a professor, reality is a lie and everything's an asshole.
That's how people have been writing most of their stories of recently, or as always have been. I don't know.
Oh wait, I was supposed to know one more language.
I don't know. Where are you?
That's why
Well,
we're
All I
gonna
know-
I have a
adjust character
sage
sheets before
background.
this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have a sage background, so that's plus 2 languages, right?
I don't know.
So
This-
2 languages plus changeling has 3, so that'd be 5.
You said your little
This is-
twist out loud.
This
Oh, it's fine.
this is technically our character's midterm. Just imagine walking up through Triton, just opening the fucking door to one of the fucking mech buildings and just seeing two dead bodies.
It's like,
Just walk
you
up
know
into the
what?
college
I don't
and
think
be
I need to go to class
There you
today.
go.
Maybe it was a bad idea to drink all of that
It's
liquor.
just the
You
professor's
sound
Well-
so far away from the mic.
test anyway.
Who?
Or
Well,
is that just my mic?
now that it's not important, I guess I'll pick the tool proficiencies beforehand.
I'd say yeah,
I guess-
pick it. And you could
Uh,
still
can-
pick
Bleep it out.
Alchemist
I'll-
as well.
Yeah, that's just my headset.
Yeah, I'm a pick alchemist. I just didn't want to do it during
Maybe
the
have them on low
session.
volume?
That's fine. I'll just say that like whatever alchemy
I
that it
picked
was
it.
at the time, you were able to figure it out. Just a little bit of a light cannon thing. Sub cannon. No. We're just getting into the whole mix. Everyone just fix their character sheets up. And before I forget, because the stream is still going, you guys will receive. I was just gonna give you guys 150 because that'll technically be my standard, but I'll say for figuring this out together and working together, your little setup, I'll say 200 for now. An extra 50. That's the entire team, by the way. So even the 2 people that didn't show up, they also get this XP.
Wait, so we get 200?
You guys get 200
200.
extra. Yeah, you guys get 200 extra. So
Total.
you guys total should be 500.
Okay.
If possible, we could censor what I just said.
It's a
That's
live
okay.
stream, so
No,
It's
it's like
okay.
if you guys put something under the table, I try profusely not to actually look at it while I'm on the thing and actually just check my phone. That's actually every time you see me checking my phone, that is the check your under the table messages because it could be spoiler related to your character. And I don't want to be looking at that and say if a player or someone who's very interested in the streams brings that up, it's just more efficient that way. Plus I can answer stuff secretly. And I was actually rolling for what was actually in the cauldron each time it happened. And so certain things got rolled twice. Certain things actually, it could have been bad. I'm just going to default say that whatever was in the cauldrons, it could not kill you. There you go.
but it'll give you the shittiest diarrhea you'll ever had.
I mean, that is an entire possibility. Yes. I just
Okay.
didn't want to say that out loud.
I picked all my tool proficiencies for the future.
It doesn't involve diarrhea.
Please,
So-
if you can, update your character sheets in the under the table. Any comments, questions, or concerns that you feel like asking on stream, or do you want me to just end it and just move forward?
Are they holding anything important?
What was that question again, Solomon? I did not hear
Are
that.
you holding
I
anything
want to run their
important?
pockets. I'm just being honest. I'm just asking ahead of time. Do they have anything in their pockets?
What?
Like in like which person's pockets? I'm
He's
curious.
going to rob them.
No, I'm
Yeah, the
curious
dead
which
people.
person's. Oh god. You
Which
know
one?
what? Taya Ho and Solomon are the first people in the room. I'm writing that in my notes that you're the first person to walk up on their corpses.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. Tayo is also the same. Tayo would also run them pockets.
I guess
He's a
it's Tayo.
sailor. He's a sailor and a reptilian. You're lucky he doesn't go full lizard folk and just eat them.
See.
He was very hungry.
No, at that point you become a lizard folk.
All this reminds me of is the Vampire Masquerade game our friend Adrilla runs in the background, like in our private sessions and our personal sessions. And all I'm thinking about is like, yeah, actually half of our party could probably do that.
Don't worry, we all have a chance of ruining a session. Equally.
Oh, every person has a.
That's a lie. I am dedicated to doing it.
Why is Strider the responsible one?
That is a question we can
Hey,
always ask in time.
better you than me. At least I don't have to do it this time.
It's fine. He's just
Does this,
whenever, because he's got good wisdom. It just doesn't have good intelligence.
does this
It's
mean that
just on.
Same. 16 wisdom, 9 int.
I have 16 charisma and 16. What was it? God, I double checked.
does
Where'd
it
my
mean
character
that
sheet
this
go?
is this Strider's OC? Is this his turn to be team lead?
Will he finally be the leader he always
What are you
dreamt to
talking
be?
about? Strider's
Oh,
always
Constitution. That's what the other one was. Okay, there we go.
That's what I'm saying. It's like in each of our groups, someone accidentally stumbles into being team lead. Maybe not the leader, but the team lead in some case in point. And everyone gets a turn, surprisingly. Everybody gets a turn. In Sundays, it's usually Zed. His player. Saturdays or Fridays originally, it was Adrilla. Or at least that was the vote, the team vote. That's who it was. Um, there was always a team lead to some case of point. Not by any real stretch of like, this person will be the great leader. It's more like who doesn't want to do all that work. Who doesn't want to be the actual the serious person in the group? Heads
It's like, who
turn.
wants to do all the paperwork for everyone else's bullshit? Raise your hand.
I'll let the audience decide.
The audience might decide someone that, in all case of point, probably they're gonna do
They're
two
gonna pick.
things.
They're gonna pick Grenda.
No, they're gonna pick the comic
What?
because you've done some real comic relief shit in the past 2 episodes. I don't know, man.
Eh?
No, not you,
Yeah.
Grinda.
The only thing
Maybe.
interesting I did was literally take on the imaginary boss fight. God
Yes.
dang.
But
And
then,
that
Because he's the pretty boy.
yeah, well, you never know.
you're just gonna put me on a. You'll just put me on a poster like fucking Soldier 76. It's like,
I mean, it could happen. I'm
You
not
know,
gonna
as
lie.
a
We're
DM,
still
I'm gonna
streaming.
make a character that if you ever want to woo him, you have to have like a -2 in charisma.
he wants that
Why?
brown
Does he
neck
find
special.
socially awkward cute?
I don't know, but you're
No,
gonna.
he's mentally out of it.
No, he's gonna. I don't know if anyone's watched Fairy Tale here.
What?
I think
For
What
the
is he,
audience at
gray?
home, he's talking about Fairy Tale. How about that?
Oh, Fairy Tale. Okay.
But
We're talking about
basically,
Gray.
no, basically, Glover Mallory, he only liked ugly maids.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Was the episode where they got Lucy to be a maid, and then he
Yes,
had the
he's like
other two,
he
Virgo, I
said
think.
that Lucy was too ugly to work for him.
Yeah, and then he had like
Fucking
Virgo turned
petty.
ugly, but actually Virgo could also be really pretty.
Yeah,
And then
but
Lucy,
yeah,
that's okay.
no, I'm just saying that's how your character's gonna act.
Yeah, probably. Except I'm gonna make him beautiful.
I only like the pretty woman. I only
So it
like
had to
the
be
pretty
women
people.
every time. It's like, since it's her, it might be just the pretty boys. Actually, that makes sense. Most male characters usually don't give themselves that high charisma.
Yes.
We don't need it. We have guns.
We
Guns and
got
more
the gun
guns.
show, man. Why we need all that stuff.
Not the gun show. Guns, as in
Literal
firearms.
That'd be funny. Like Joe don't watch the streams, but he definitely would be like, "Yep." But regardless,
Alright,
anything
guys,
else you guys
I'm
want to
going
say
to
before we leave?
The reason
Uh,
why our first got banned is because Americans will keep on choosing to just have the guns.
All right, with that, I'm just gonna end the stream.
All right,
Thank you, Revi, for joining the stream, and then we'll be following up next Saturday as well, and see what's up with these bodies.
Audience, vote
See you guys.
Solomon for team lead.
Bye.
We will go nowhere.
Nonsense.